Hello there. So, it's that time of year again. The bluebells are out in force, as you can probably see around me. It's that time of year when I actually go out with my daughter and get the annual bluebell photos. Well, that kind of started when she was about 3 years old. First 2 years, we just got seasonal photos like crocuses, daffodils, that sort of thing, but when she was 3 we went to the Lake District and got her in some bluebells, and it's kind of stuck ever since. So today I've come down to Brock Bottoms, which is a picnic area and a little walk that's pretty vibrant with bluebells. I'm having a bit of a scout. We'll get some photos in. We'll see what we can see. I thought I'd bring you along with me. So let's go and have a look what we can find. Now it's looking absolutely spectacular. As you can see, the bluebells are out in force. They're really vibrant, but you've also got wild garlic over there as well. I can actually smell that at the moment. It's really strong. There's plenty of opportunities here for photos, for the sort of photos I'm looking to do with my daughter, but finding a composition for just me on my own is proving a little bit more complex. So if you don't have a main subject in a situation like this, it doesn't make much sense on an overall photograph. So for shooting people in this, it's absolutely fantastic, but shooting the landscape on its own, you need a little bit more. You need something that stands on its own a bit better. I'm going to line up composition and we'll see what we can get. Okay, so the first shot I'm going to go for here. Got my camera set up behind me, looking at this branch that's got some moss on it. I've got that branch leaning into my composition, just coming across the middle of the frame. It's surrounded by bluebells, ferns, and in the distance I've got the white of the wild garlic over there. At least I think it's wild garlic. Now the trees are actually casting the light in a dappled effect over the foreground, so I'm darkening out the shadows as much as I can and making the most of that exposed highlight. Overall, I think that's going to make for a good shot when I've edited it. I am limited by my wide angle lens because that's the only one I've got at the moment, but I'm hoping to sort that out soon. Hopefully that shot will be some good. Now there is a waterfall on this walk, but I'm not even going to bother trying to go that far today because that waterfall is going to be absolutely useless. The river's dry as anything. We've just had the driest March and April in a very long time. And that's one of the reasons I'm actually struggling for content at the moment, because I didn't get the waterfalls I wanted in March back in Wales, and because of the weather we're actually coming out of waterfall season now, so I'm having to make do with whatever I can get, which is why I'm doing a bluebell landscape photography shoot and bringing you on a bit of a reconnaissance trip. But even though waterfalls are out of the way, still a lot of beauty to be photographed, so this shot, here it comes. Okay, so two of the main shots that have caught my attention here. I don't know if you can see behind me. If I can get the camera to look. There's some orange flowers. I'll just flip you around. There you go, there's some orange flowers just there. Right in the middle of the bluebells, and they've that orange contrasting with the blue and everything else just kind of struck my eye a bit. So I've gone for quite a close-up shot of those. Those fill in the centre of the frame, and the rest of it making up the rest of the frame. I've darkened the. I'm shooting an aperture f4 to blur out a bit of the distant background, and I'm also using the shutter speed to darken off the shadows more to make it dark, but using the patches of light as a point of interest in the image. The other shot I've got is this one behind you. If I just turn you around again, that shot there with that branch leading off in the image. Now, once again, there's bluebells in the background, there's nice dappled light on it, and I'm making the best of that using the ambient lighting and the shadows. Using faster shutter speed and aperture of f4 to make the distance as blurry as I can. Ideally, I would have liked to maybe a 50mm with an f1.8 lens aperture. That would have blurred out the background nicely and just made the foreground sharp. It is what it is. Hopefully those images should be good. So I'm going to put both those up now. I'm going to walk a bit further down. There's some ruins a little bit further down the river, and I'm hoping they have some bluebells around them. If they do, we should be in for a bit of a treat there. So enjoy these images, and I'll meet you there. So I've made it to the old ruin that you can see behind me. It looks like what was once maybe a farmhouse or some sort of dwelling. Bigger than your average house. So it was obviously somebody who was quite well to do, or a farmer maybe. Long time ago though. I was also hoping for more bluebell action around it. There are a smattering of them here and there, but nothing of note and nothing that's where I wanted. I was hoping for an aspect like this, with the path curving up towards the house, and I was hoping for bluebells either side of it. That's not meant to be. If I flip you around and show you the composition I've actually got, as you can see, got this nice path snaking up past the dwelling. You've got the dwelling here, you've got some nice ivy still growing on it. That ivy's still got some yellows, greens, showing autumnal colour, but in the middle of April. Actually, towards the end of April today. This video will be going out at the beginning of May, and this is pretty much the last day of April. It's absolutely beautiful. Hasn't been this warm since since lockdown, since COVID. That's the shot I'm going for now. Anyway, I'm going to make do with what I've got. I'm going to use the mossy rocks that we've got surrounding it. I've shot for the highlights because there's a lot of sunlight coming through and hitting the buildings and the tree, but as you can see, it's overexposing me behind as well. I'm going to make the most of that. I'm going to try and bring up the mossy rocks later, and it's going to be a lot of editing for this photo to make it look how I want it to, but it is what it is. Hopefully that shot will be some good. And I think that's going to call it a day for this video, because I've got work in a few hours. I just thought I'd come out, play my head, and get some images in. Let me know what you think of it. So there we go. Looking back on the back of the camera, I'm pretty chuffed with those images. I'm happy that I've got out. I'm absolutely loving being out in nature again, and sound of the birds, feeling the sunlight, but not too much because you're under the trees. I'm really enjoying that. It's just what the doctor ordered, quite literally what the doctor's ordered. It's absolutely beautiful here. I love the blend of kind of human construction with the natural environment sort of taking it back. Also like the peace and quiet, apart from the birds and the odd dog walker. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. It's been a bit of a departure from what I've been doing, like waterfalls, that sort of thing, but we're very much coming out of waterfall season now. It's the river behind me, even though you can hear it running, it's roughly half its normal flow, and the smaller waterfalls will be even less. So unless we get some serious rainfall, I think waterfall season's over till October. I've got a few plans coming up, including a few nice long trips, and I'm determined to get out wild camping this year. Quite possibly start on a local location and work up to the Lake District and a few other places. We'll have to see what happens with that. In the meantime, please stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.